Welcome to In Session. I'm Ryan Smith, and we begin with breaking news in the Joran Sloot case. His lawyer has just filed an appeal concerning the judge's ruling on Sloot's arrest and questioning an incarceration in this case. So Jean Casares is with us. She's in Lima, Peru. Jean, good afternoon. And what are the grounds for appeal of the writ of habeas corpus decision?
Well, good afternoon, I guess, Ryan, to you. Right, it's still a little bit of the morning here in Lima, but you're right. It is the very same grounds that he's been alleging the whole time, but we can confirm that at 8:15 this morning, Maximo Altez, attorney for Joran Sloot, filed in the 20th Juzgado, that's the 20th Circuit Court here in Lima, an appeal based on his denial of writ of habeas corpus. This is the same court that, in essence, denied him on Friday, but it is now the second appearance. That is where he is mounting the appeal. And he's saying that the rights of his client have been violated everywhere from the initial arrest to the interrogation, not having an attorney of his choice, but one that was planted there and a friend of police, that his computer was taken without a valid warrant, and that there was not a certified interpreter for him during that interrogation. So he has mounted that appeal, and this is all on, Ryan, the 1 month anniversary to the day that Stephanie Flores was murdered right here in Lima.
Wow, I can't believe it's been a month already. And Jean, we know how long appeals processes can take here. They can take years. How long could it take for a judge to make a decision on his appeal? And how long is the process generally?
Well, normally appeals, as you know, can take a long time, but this is an extraordinary situation based on habeas corpus because it's a fundamental right to freedom that he is alleging that has been violated against Joran Sloot. So the appeal within the Superior Court may take a few days, I would say, and then he is required to go on to the Supreme Court of Peru if he does not get the decision he wants. And Ryan, beyond that, he says he is going to Costa Rica, which is the Inter-American Courts of Human Rights.
Okay, and I'm thinking that Inter-American Court of Human Rights, that's another process in and of itself. Is that a long process if it ends up going there? Are we looking at another couple of months or so before anything gets resolved on that issue?
Now you're talking a long process. You're right. And this is not a court in Costa Rica that you just automatically appeal to. You have to go to an Inter-American Commission, first of all, to decide if Peru has violated the rights of Joran Sloot. If that commission decides, yes, that the nation of Peru has violated his rights, then you can get into that court. So it's sort of by invitation only. There must be a ruling, and that can take up to 3 years for determination. Now, there is an aspect I understand that is a little confusing, but his attorney could try to get a temporary restraining order from the Inter-American Court to prohibit and stop any violation of due process rights of Joran Sloot. Well, would that work? Could that work? We'll have to see how this plays out. Maximo Altez, though, is not stopping. He is going every route he says he can go under the law.
Yeah, it sure seems like it. And meanwhile, Stephanie's father, Ricardo Flores, was planning to meet with the judge to make a formal statement. Does Sloot's appeal now change this, or is his father's statement part of Peru's judicial process?
That's exactly right, because this is the investigation period. So the judge is interviewing a lot of people. This is all done in private in the judge's office. Midday today, though, the father of Stephanie Flores is set to give his formal statement of facts to Judge Cordova. Okay,
and you mentioned that this was the month anniversary. Again, I can't believe it's gone that so far so fast. Are there any memorials planned today for Stephanie Flores Ramirez?
You know, last night, Ryan, we met with some of the very, very close friends of Stephanie Flores. They have never come forward, and they choose not to be on camera, but we met with them 1 month to the night of when they last saw their dear, dear friend Stephanie. And they were saying last night that they wanted to do a memorial. They felt it was right. It had not been planned, though, at least with the friends last night. But, Ryan, I've got to tell you just some of the things they told me about Stephanie. They said that she was so ambitious and that she was so smart and so focused on what she wanted to do with her life that she would make a list of all the different businesses that she wanted to have and run in her life. And she would check marks. All right, this business I can do. This business, no, I'm not going to do. This business I'm going to do. And they said that she was such a giving person. And although she came from a family that was very well-to-do, she gave so much to others and to her friends.
Wow, motivated, ambitious, giving. Amazing. Jean, thank you so much for that update.